Have you ever heard of people living on trees? That too in the dense forest. The Korowai tribe is a forest-dwelling indigenous group in southwestern Papua, completely cut off from civilization. The Korowai are known for their unique culture and way of life, including their traditional treehouses, built on wooden poles above the ground or directly on treetops. There are several reasons why Korowai prefer to live above ground. There are fewer mosquitoes and fewer curses. Also, if they are attacked by the enemy, because of the position above, get a positional advantage. But the main reason is their belief in ghosts, which roam the forest at night. The Korowai make their treehouses out of natural forest materials such as wood, bamboo, and sago palm leaves. The process of building a karowai treehouse can take weeks, and if well maintained, the houses can last for years. A Korowai treehouse is an amazing piece of architecture. It is built using only materials from the surrounding forest. No modern tools are used, no hammers, no measures, no nails. The tallest houses can reach a height of 40 meters or 830 feet. Compare this to the Statue of Liberty in New York, which is 46 meters or 891 feet tall without its base. It should be noted that not all tree houses are this tall. Very tall houses are built by young people, often for show. The Korowai people live in a forested area about 850 kilometers from the Arafura Sea. At present their population is 3,000. When the house is finished, a feast is held in honor of the builders, and the prestige of the men in the area increases. After that, however, the very tall houses were no longer used. They are simply too unrealistic. For family and normal life, Korowai houses are built in cores that are 3 to 10 meters above the ground. Due to their isolated lifestyle and hard-to-reach location, the Korowai first made contact with the outside world in the late 70s decade. They are hunter-gatherers, with excellent survival skills. This contact was initially very limited, and so Korowai could be said to be virtually untouched by the outside world until the 90s decade. Today, most of the indigenous Korowai live in 2 villages created by the government, on the west and east of the main river in the Korowai region. Their life is very simple, and Korowai is largely self-sufficient. However, in the village they have access to basic supplies of modern food, mainly rice, sugar and coffee, and medicine. As a result, these villages are attractive. Therefore, if one wants to see the traditional living Korowai, one has to spend several days trekking in the jungle. In the vast forested areas, individual Korowai families and clans still live relatively traditionally. This means that they still live in their tree houses, eating mainly teak and water, and rarely having any material possessions. Most importantly, they often wear a necklace made of dog teeth, a hunting bow and a domesticated wild boar. Unlike their relatives in the villages, the traditional Korowai roam their forests as nomads. They move from sago area to sago area, usually settling in one place for about 5 years, until the sago stock there is exhausted. These campsites and associated sago stocks are owned by one clan and cannot be used by other clans. This has often led to disputes in the past. Despite this, the Korowai are generally considered peaceful and, compared to other tribes, far less aggressive. Researchers consider the Korowai community to be quite intelligent, as they are able to create the idea of settling in areas that are actually difficult to live in. The tribe is headed by a chief, who is responsible for making important decisions and maintaining peace and harmony within the community. The Korowai also have a system of traditional laws and customs that govern their daily lives and interactions with other tribes. For this, the Korowai have a complex social and cultural system with strict hierarchies based on age and gender. The tribe is headed by a chief, who is responsible for making important decisions and maintaining peace and harmony within the community. The Korowai also have a system of traditional laws and customs that govern their daily lives and interactions with other tribes. For this, the Korowai have a complex social and cultural system with strict hierarchies based on age and gender. Although the Korowai people were in the habit of eating human flesh, or cannibals. But after being introduced to the outside world, they give up this habit. They usually eat prey such as cassowary, snake, lizard, deer, or wild boar. They also supplement their nutrition by eating beetle larvae. Men and women usually live separately. Younger boys will join the men as they learn to hunt. The Korowai marriage system requires men to pay a dowry or host a feast, because of which men marry late. Another interesting aspect is their belief in the existence of a type of evil spirit called kakua. The Korowai believe that these spirits can take human form and harm the tribe. To protect themselves, the Korowai perform a wide range of rituals and practices, including the use of traditional medicine and magic. Some individuals are believed to have a magical power to detect black magic and reverse bad luck. They are called kakua. Or death can always be traced to such a spirit, and often to a sorcerer who willfully inflicted harm. And, of course, this ghost lives in the same forest. They have their own areas, which are considered restricted areas and should not be entered. A unique feature of the spiritual beliefs of the Korowai tribe is that they believe in reincarnation. Korowai tours usually start and end at Jaipura. It takes at least a week, of which you spend 3 to 4 days in Korowai forest. After reaching Jaipura airport, first of all you need to fix a reliable guide. Almost all tours visit the western sector. On the other hand, the eastern sector is rarely visited, as travel is more time-consuming and expensive. Here you have to spend the night inside the tent. If you like the video, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.